Hey everybody, it's Emily. Welcome to the Daily Evolution, and it is Fitness Friday. And I love talking about fitness, and not because I always loved fitness, mostly because, so for those of you who don't know, I was at one point over 330 pounds, and fitness was not a part of my experience. Oh my gosh, I really was so like I played sports in like high school and in grade school. Um but it was like the older that I got, the more my business brain took over and the more that I learned intellectually. And I did not give myself I didn't love my body the way that I am now. And it has been, oh my gosh, I always say it's been such an evolution for me in terms of like what that relationship with my body has been like and how I have taken care of myself. So I love, or I'm learning to love going to the gym. I still have to some days like, okay, you're gonna do this today. I have to talk myself into it. And I have been more consistent with my gym regimen than I have been ever in my life before. And the weight is just coming off so easily. I've always struggled and battled with my weight. It's been this yo-yo thing. In January of 2019, I ran a full marathon, 26.2 miles, and I had to train for an entire year in order to do that. And I will tell you, I'm so grateful that I did that because it really helped me work the discipline muscle. Like I know after doing that, like I hate to run. I am not a runner. I'm not somebody who like I said, I didn't grow up with the programming about like taking care of my body physically in terms of getting to the gym. And so I did not do that. And so I know now that I can do anything. If I can make myself train for an entire year to run that marathon, oh my God. And I will tell you, like, let's just talk about the marathon for a moment because there are a lot of lessons for me in the Fitness Friday. And I want you guys to think about, like, how can you incorporate fitness into your life in a way that's joyful? I don't want you to necessarily do it. Now, let me preface that by saying, I don't want you to do it unless you really want to accomplish this big goal, right? And the goal for me, for you, is not to force yourself to do something that isn't fun, because what happened after that, even though I was really proud of that accomplishment and it was such a huge deal for me, I burned myself out so badly that I basically stopped like doing anything for almost a year, and I gained some weight back, and like it was not like I could have done it in a little bit of a different way. And I always say everything happens for a reason, exactly the way that it's supposed to. And so I learned a tremendous and valuable lesson from watching myself and seeing the behavior that I was doing. So I learned a lot. It was great. I don't regret it. And you don't have to do it like that, right? You don't have to have some big, huge thing in order to really participate with your body in a way that makes you feel good. Now, for those of you who already are gym goers or who do activity on a regular basis that feels really good to you, kudos. I maybe am not speaking to you. Continue to do that. Pat yourself on the back and maybe just spend a little bit of time today thinking about people in your life who aren't doing that. Maybe they need to hear this message, or how you could inspire them and encourage them to join you in your activity. Like that might be your lesson. So the things that I had to do during the marathon, right? Like it took me, my goal was to complete it. It wasn't to like get a certain time. It was just to finish, right? And I will tell you, they were taking down the course behind me as I was like that's how far, like I was one of the last ones, right? Like it literally took me 7 hours and like 6 minutes or 3 minutes or something to do that. I had blisters so bad on my feet, they didn't go away for like 6 weeks afterwards. Like it was, I'll share with you a little bit of information at another time, because we have limited time on this. We only have 10 minutes on the Daily Evolution. And so just thinking about the way that you participate, right? How is it, and what is the feeling that you have when you go to do the activity that it is that you do? So if you go to the gym, do you love going to the gym? Is there a lot of positive self-talk that happens when you go? Are you excited to go? Or is it a punishment? Like, are you showing up to punish punish yourself in because of what you ate the day before, or because you don't like what you see when you look in the mirror, or like if that is the case, I want you, yes, it's positive that you're still going, and I want you to change the relationship that you've got there, because energetically it's not serving you, right? It's really not helpful, and we become so, a lot of times, so addicted to or accustomed to beating the shit out of ourselves that no matter what we do, we're not celebrating, and it's this terrible cycle, and then we're passing that on to our children, and it's just ugh. So I want you to stop doing it like that if that's the way that you're doing it, and I want you to think about the things. Yesterday was Treat Thursday. What are the things that you love to do that are fun, and how can you incorporate maybe a little bit of that fun into your fitness routine? Like, what is it that you love to do? Like, I love to play volleyball, and my brain thinks that I'm like, 15 or 16 years old when I go, and so I can't not dive for the ball, and although it is so much fun, it beats my body up so badly that I'm not going to be able to do that until I get into like a much better shape, and I don't know that I'm willing, right? So you kind of got to investigate that too, right? Is it like, do you have the time and the energy that it would take to be able to get to that point? And so because I'm not at a place where I can shut my mind off and not dive for that ball, super competitive, it's not a healthy place for me to be. I love though to go and watch, or I love to just do it maybe with some friends in the backyard at a barbecue, or something like that is super fun, and even then I'm hella competitive, so I gotta be a little bit careful. So finding a way to even just going to the gym and walking, like for me that was something that, like, getting into the gym and walking on the treadmill at just a decent pace or at a slow pace, and using it as a way to sort of, like, it's meditative for me in the same way that it is that a drive is meditative for me. So I found a really sweet space in regard to that, and I'm getting more miles in every week because I am loving it now, instead of making it be such a discipline or such a chore that I hated before. So I've been rambling on, and we still have to do some breathing techniques. So think about that, and let's just hop right into our breathing technique. So just as a reminder, if you guys aren't familiar with the breathing technique, there is a video in the email below for you to check out the breathing technique so that you can get familiar with what it is that we do every day here on the Daily Evolution. So we had some time to digest and reflect upon kind of lower our vibration. I always want to say that. It's not about lowering our vibration. It's about quieting the mind. We had an opportunity to quiet our mind and to give ourselves some time to reflect. And I want you to think about how you're showing up in your fitness routine and what you can do with that. How can you take it to the next level, and not the next level in terms of pain or discipline, but how can you really enjoy it? How can you love it? How can you change the conversation from like, ugh, to like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that I get to do this. Like it's a gift, it's a blessing, not a curse or something that you don't want to do. So, and then one action. What is the one thing that you're going to do to shift that, right? What is it that you can change? Do you need to call someone? Do you need to invite them to join you? How can you make your fitness routine a little more enjoyable? that concludes the Daily Evolution. Today was Fitness Friday. I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have an amazing day. And remember, just 10 minutes a day can transform your entire life. Have a great day, guys. Bye.